Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to your Love Tarot reading for October 2022. This is a Halloween themed love reading, and it explores potential for tricks, treats, and bewitching bumps in the night for Gemini in October. So feel free to take with you whatever messages resonate and leave behind for others whatever does not. So Gemini, in this first column, we uncover tricks of the heart that you might not see coming. You have the Grove, Divinity, Awe, the Empress, Wheel of Fortune, and Seven of Wands. In the second column, we look at the love treats in October's goodie bag for Gemini. You have spider, community, and web weaving. You have Three of Swords, Nine of Wands, and Five of Wands. In this third column, we look at the potential for Gemini to experience magically delicious love bumps in the night. You have Nothing is yet set in stone, Mutable Moon, the Justice, the Lovers, and the Death card. So here, Gemini, with the tricks of the heart you don't see coming, this Grove, Divinity, Awe, it's a sense of experiencing this grandness, this vastness. You have the Empress, which is a sense of abundance and creating and nurturing, and is all about love. In terms of the Wheel of Fortune, there's some kind of big change that is taking place. It could be a big change within yourself in terms of what it is that you are willing to settle for or not settle for. The Seven of Wands here, it's sense of inner conviction, a sense of standing your ground and advocating for what you believe in. So let's take a look at some of these cards here. You know, perhaps, Gemini, there is a knowingness that that you're not necessarily just looking for something to fill your time, that you are looking for something that's life-changing. So let's take a look at the Empress here. You have the King of Swords. So King of Swords, this element of air here, it's a double air. So Gemini, you're the element of air. Kings are associated with the element of air, and so are swords. So it's a huge shift of moving from this concept of making decisions, taking action, solving problems, and thinking about, you know, the next relationship, whether the next connection with someone else, and then really feeling this this sense of tenderness, of caring and nurturing someone, someone that you care about, and creating something together. So let's take a look at this Wheel of Fortune. You have the Luminary. This is a unique card in the deck, which indicates, I think it's, you know, here, it's kind of like wheel shaped, whatever like light is being kind of played with there. It's a sense of being the light in the dark, or finding the light in the dark, and celebrating all aspects of yourself, the light and the dark, but recognizing that if there are periods of uncertainty or lack of clarity, that you can make that change. So here it seems like you have decided to make that change, or maybe fate has decided that for you. Let's take a look at the Seven of Wands. You have the Five of Cups here. So it may be that what it is that you've decided you wanted, this inner knowing, is based upon you having looked at your past connections with people, seeing what worked and didn't work, examining from maybe that King of Swords point of view, what is it that was a common denominator in all of those, and perhaps, what needs to change. So here in the Love Treats in October's goodie bag with spider community and web weaving, this is a concept of really being connected to something greater than yourself, connected to the people that you care about. So you have the Three of Swords. That's a sense of disappointment and sadness. You've got Five of Wands. That's a sense of conflict. You got the Nine of Wands here, which is a sense of trying to protect something that you care about, being worn down about it, but willing to try to protect it because you said you would, type of thing. So here, in terms of the love treats, it's almost a sense of recognizing how whoever comes into your life, whatever love connection that you make with someone, it's going to affect your connections with other people. It's going to affect how you connect with your family, with your friends, with your coworkers. And so it is a sense of you actually looking at and possibly processing some past pains and upsets that you hadn't before. So let's take a look at the Three of Swords. You have this Seven of Pentacles. So, things that you've invested in, things that didn't work out. Again, that concept of looking at whether or not, if it worked out, would it have been what you wanted anyway? You have the Knight of Wands here, and clarifying the Nine of Wands. So here it's like you're focusing on the efforts that you've put into things. And kind of this question of why do you keep bothering is because there is that understanding. Maybe you hadn't articulated it in your mind, but there is that understanding that this love that you are searching for, that all of us are searching for, that once it comes our way, that we absolutely embrace it, and want to kind of share that happiness with others, that it's there, it is possible, and kind of like the efforts that you put into things, even if they didn't work out, it's for the purpose of trying to find that and protecting that idea that everyone is entitled to experiencing that love, that grandness of love. And with the Five of Wands, you have the Six of Pentacles. So here, there is a focus. The love in October's goodie bag is kind of focusing on the people that are around you, the people that you may have had conflict with, family and friends, and recognize that they might be there for you when other people aren't, and that they're worth investing in as well. There is that question of whether, if you get to the point where you are too invested, and then pretty much you are going to be back in this Nine of Wands category of feeling drained and possibly being disappointed and because you're doing too much. They might not be grateful for it. So it's a sense of refocusing and shifting from kind of relationships outside of your tribe and inside of your tribe, and concepts of love overall. It's definitely a curious concepts of love. Not curious concepts. It's like the grandness of love. This aspect of awe of love being all encompassing. Looking at how it can be romantic, it can be platonic, it can be like between business partners, and it may be that you have all these concepts going on because you are dealing with these major life lessons of justice or balance and harmony, recognizing like cause and effect. The lovers, recognizing that there are that love is a deep commitment, and it can happen on different levels with different people, but ultimately it is for a long-term outcome and really supporting the people that you care about and are committed to. And this concept of death, of losses, transformation, changes, growth, all of these things are huge life lessons that you are still learning. And so that's why nothing is yet set in stone. So in terms of magically delicious love bumps in the night, for Gemini in October, it seems like there's going to be magically delicious lessons to be learned, but it can go either way. So let's take a look at the Justice card here. You have the Knight of Swords. So here there's definitely more thought process going on with what it is you're seeking, why it is you would pursue something, what would be the result of pursuing things, what would be the result if you didn't pursue things. Let's take a look at the Lovers. You have the Two of Pentacles. So really trying to get a grasp on the different concepts of love and how it can pull you into different directions, and how you can bring those together and create this like big community of people. So it is a real focus on maybe being a little bit more choosy, or put more thought process behind who it is that you actually seek these love connections with. And with Death card, you have the Six of Swords. So definitely you're still in this transition period. You are riding these waves here in the Six of Swords, and still trying to get an understanding of what your priorities are, and really diving into the vastness of love and what it can bring to your life if and when it does occur. So Gemini, I'm going to go ahead and pull an oracle card to get a message from your future self about any spine-tingling love connections that may be lurking in the shadows. So you have this card, it's like musical notes here. All of these ups and downs make such a beautiful song of life. So these musical bars here kind of making me think of the the weaving of the webs here in the spider card. So yeah, definitely this is a huge month for looking at the concepts of love, the choices that we make for partners in business and friendship and romance, and how they affect each other, and how these experiences are the musical aspects of life and love. So I'm hoping that this reading provides a helpful perspective of love for you in October, and we'll see you next time. Take care.